Thank you all for being here. I know this is a challenging situation, but it's important that we discuss how we can co-parent together in a transparent and respectful manner. Sarah, you're at the center of this, so please share your thoughts.
I appreciate that, Selena. First, I want to express my gratitude for your willingness to have this conversation. It's not easy for any of us. I am pregnant with Lawrence's child, and I'm also in a relationship with Richard. My hope is that we can work together to ensure the child's well-being.
I agree, Sarah. Our child's well-being is the priority. I'm committed to being involved and providing support in any way I can. I understand that I need to be transparent about my relationship with Sarah and supportive of her relationship with Richard.
Thank you, Lawrence. I love Sarah, and I want to be a positive presence in our child's life. I understand this is complex, but I'm willing to put in the effort to make this work. We should all communicate openly and honestly.
It's essential for us to be transparent about our feelings and concerns. Sarah, how do you envision co-parenting with both Lawrence and Richard?
I think it's important that we establish clear boundaries and expectations. Lawrence and I need to communicate about our child's needs and decisions regarding his upbringing. Similarly, I'll communicate with Richard to ensure that our child knows he has two loving families.
I agree with that approach. We need a plan for visitation, financial support, and shared responsibilities. Sarah, can we work on a schedule that ensures our child has time with both parents and with Richard?
I'm happy to be flexible and supportive of this plan. I understand that Sarah and Lawrence need to spend time together for the child's sake, and I want to be part of that.
That sounds like a good start. Transparency is key, especially when it comes to finances. We should establish a clear understanding of how financial responsibilities will be shared between all of us.
I think a joint bank account for child-related expenses might be a good idea, where we all contribute regularly and have access to the statements to ensure transparency.
Agreed. That way, there's no ambiguity about where the money is going and how it's being used for our child.
I'm comfortable with that arrangement. It's crucial to know our child's needs are being met.
What about introducing our child to the different families? How do we handle that?
I think it's important to start early and introduce the child to both Lawrence and Richard as well as his respective families. This way, he can grow up knowing he has a support system on both sides.
I agree, and we should make sure to communicate with the child about the situation in an age-appropriate way as he grows up.
We should also consider family events where we can all come together, if everyone is comfortable with that.
Communication is key here, not just between us adults but also with our child. We need to create an environment where he can ask questions and express his feelings.
Absolutely. Our child should always feel loved and supported, no matter where he is or who he is with.
I'm on board with this. Let's commit to open and respectful communication as we move forward.
I'm glad we're having this conversation. It shows our dedication to the child's well-being.
Thank you all for your willingness to work together for the sake of our child. This won't be easy, but with transparency, respect, and love, we can make it work.
Before I forget, when are we expecting him?
Sarah's Ed is in 2 months' time. I'm glad we discussed this early enough.
Yeah, our son will be born in 2 months' time. We can arrange to buy baby stuffs in advance.
I will handle that, Sarah. Let me handle your delivery expenses and then we will share the other costs as time goes by.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Mom, why is it that I look different from Nina and Pete? Are they my siblings?
Yes, Ryan. Why do you look disturbed?
They keep making fun of me for having darker skin than them. I don't get it. Why am I different?
We need to talk, son. Have a seat, please. I know it can be tough when others tease you, but I promise you're just as special as Nina and Pete.
But how, Mom?
You see, their dad is different from your dad, and that's why your skin colors are different.
What do you mean, Mom? How come their dad is different?
Well, sweetheart, your dad and Nina and Pete's dad are not the same person. Nina and Pete have a different father, which is why they have lighter skin, and you have your dad's genes, which result in your beautiful darker skin tone.
Apart from the skin tone, why do I look so different from them? It doesn't seem fair.
I understand it can feel unfair sometimes, but remember, our differences make us unique and special.
Special.
Yes, the color of your skin doesn't define who you are as a person. You have your own strengths, talents, and abilities that are completely independent of your skin color.
I guess you're right, Mom. But it still hurts when they make fun of me.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Rian. It's essential to understand that teasing based on appearances isn't okay. Maybe we can have a conversation with Nina and Pete, so they can better understand that it's not right to make fun of someone because of something they can't control.
That might help. But can you also tell me more about our family and why we're all different?
Of course, sweetie. Our family is a blended one, which means that we're made up of different parts. Your dad and I fell in love, and you came into our lives. Nina and Pete came from a different family, and their dad is not the same as yours. That's why we all have our unique characteristics.
So, are we like a puzzle?
In a way, yes. Each piece of our family fits together to create something beautiful. You, me, Nina, Pete, and both your dads, we're all part of this special puzzle.
I like that idea, Mom. I guess it's okay to be different then.
It absolutely is, my love. Being different is what makes the world so interesting. And you should always be proud of who you are.
Thanks, Mom. I'm going to talk to Nina and Pete about this and hopefully, they'll understand.
I'm sure they will, Rian. And remember, I'll always be here to talk and support you, no matter what.
I love you, Mom.
And I love you too, son, always.
It has been 9 years now since Rian was born.
Sure. What about it, darling?
Sarah has never given us an opportunity to meet our child. Don't you think it's about time we consider a visitation plan?
Well, it's a good idea, my love. Probably we can call her and see what to do.
I can't wait to meet my son. I just pray he takes after me.
Since Sarah got married to Richard, they moved to a different city far from us, probably from her past, especially her narcissistic ex-husband John. We have to inform her and plan a visit to her home to meet our son.
Please give her a call and let me know what you come up with.
Sure, darling.
We need to have a serious talk. I've been hearing that there have been some issues between you, especially involving Rian.
Mom, it's not a big deal. We were just joking around.
Yeah, it was just some harmless teasing.
No, it didn't feel harmless, guys. It hurt.
I understand that you might not have meant to be hurtful, but teasing Rian about his complexion is not okay. It's important to treat each other with kindness and respect.
I didn't mean to hurt him, Mom. I'm sorry, Rian.
Yeah, me too, Ryan. We're sorry.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
It's important to remember that we all come from different backgrounds, and we should celebrate our differences, not use them to hurt each other. Rian's complexion is a part of who he is, just like your complexion is a part of who you are.
You're right, Mom. I shouldn't have made fun of him for something he can't control.
Yeah, we should be better siblings.
I'd really appreciate that, guys.
I'm glad we're having this conversation. Now, let's make sure we treat each other with kindness and respect, no matter our differences. We're family, and that's what's most important.
I'm sorry, Rian. I love you just the way you are.
We all love you, Ryan.
I love you too, guys.
I love you, son. That's what I like to see, a loving and understanding family. Let's make sure we continue to support and respect each other from now on.
Sure, Mom.
Understood.
Why is Selena texting me? So after 9 good years, they want to meet Rian. Lawrence never followed the support plan. I have been raising Rian with my husband.
My love, what are you doing here at this time of the night? I have been looking for you everywhere in the house.
Sorry, my love, I was checking on my emails. I didn't know you were back home. Welcome home, sweetheart.
Thanks. I feel so hungry. Please find me something to eat.
Sure. I prepared your favorite meal. Let's go to the kitchen.
I missed you so much, darling.
I missed you too, my love. Please have a seat. There is something I need to discuss with you.
What is it, darling?
Today I had a small meeting with the kids.
Small meeting. What was it all about?
Well, Ryan approached me complaining how Nina and Pete have been teasing him because of his different complexion. Raising a blended family has been the hardest thing for me. I'm just trying to be strong.
Please stop crying, my wife. I know. I told you that I will always support you as much as I can. How did your meeting go?
I was able to bring them together and taught them to respect each other irrespective of their differences. I hope they keep to our agreement.
It's okay, sweetheart. I will also talk to them at length. It shall be well.
Selena texted me too. Yes, they want to meet Ryan.
The last time we met at the therapist's office and we agreed to equally support Ryan financially and in upbringing. What happened?
For 9 good years Lawrence never supported his child as agreed. How comes they want to meet him now?
I wonder.
What do you think? Should we allow them?
I think we should, my love. Ryan is growing into a young man and he will soon be asking for his dad. You just told me you told him his dad is different from Nina and Pete's, right?
Yeah, I had to tell him the truth. I felt bad seeing him worried and sad.
We need to talk to Selena and Lawrence before we inform Ryan of the visitation plan.
Sure, I will respond to her text and tell her we are ready to discuss about their visit. Where do you think we should meet?
They can just come over to the house.
I don't think that's a good idea. Remember, I have other kids too, Nina and Pete. I don't want to complicate their feelings. Probably with time they will come to understand, but for now, no.
Well, there are so many joints we can meet up. Just tell her we are ready to talk.
Okay, darling. It's time for dinner now. I can't believe we're all here today. It's been 9 years since we saw each other. I appreciate you coming.
Sarah, I know I haven't been there for you or for Ryan. I'm here now because it's long overdue. I want to meet my son.
I'm glad we're finally doing this. Ryan has been asking about his dad for a long time. It's not been easy, you know, explaining why you weren't there.
Yeah. We've been through a lot, but we're a family now. We love Ryan like he's our own. He's a special kid.
Mom, why does my skin look different from everyone else's? Why am I dark?
Your dad Lawrence is the one who can explain this best. You share some of his traits.
But are the rest?
I have no idea. But, I overheard Dad and Mom saying they will take Ryan to meet his dad.
Ryan's dad. You mean Emily's dad?
Exactly. But they could have just invited them over.
Invite him over. I can't stand that guy in our house. He ruined our friendship with Emily by having an affair with Mom.
Pete, stop.
Ryan, you're different because, well, you're a mix of me and your mom. It's what makes you unique and special.
Lawrence, it's not just about appearances. It's about being there for your child.
He needed someone to teach him, to guide him, to be there when he was sick, to cheer for him at school events.
I know it's not easy, Lawrence, but we've given Ryan all the love and support he needed. He's grown into a remarkable young boy.
Dad, do you love me?
I do love you, son. I never wanted things to turn out this way. I'm sorry for not being there. Can you forgive me?
It's been a long journey, and forgiveness isn't easy, but it's a step forward.
We've all come a long way, and we can make this work for Ryan's sake.
We're a family, and we'll get through this together. Ryan, we'll always be here for you.
I love you all. I'm glad we're finally a real family.
I'm happy to finally meet you, my son. You look just like me.
I love you, Dad. I'm happy I finally meet you. I always wondered why I looked different from Nina and Pete.
Don't you see we look alike? You took after my complexion and you are just amazing. I'm looking forward to introduce you to your sister Emily and your brother James.
I can't wait, Dad. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice to meet you, Rian. You are just as handsome as your dad.
You seem so kind, Madam Selina. I'm happy to see you.